Hi, in this video I'll be showing you this. It's the Moosoo K17 Cordless vacuum cleaner, and what I want to do today is to show you around the vacuum cleaner and some of the features and benefits that it offers. But all I'd normally say is, just before we start, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, press the thumbs up button. What I normally do is I talk about cordless vacuum cleaners mainly, and other household appliances. So just click the subscribe button, then we'll carry on. So what I'll do is I'll show you around the body of the vacuum itself, and then in a minute I'll show you the tools and accessories. So the main body of the vacuum is actually a really good design. It's got the on and off switch on here. Although it is a trigger based system, what you'll find is once you click the switch then it does stay on, which is a complaint from one of the other big cordless manufacturers. Now you heard that there are two power levels, so you've got the reduced suction and the maximum suction, and clearly the runtime will be dependent on which power setting you're using. On this particular model you've got a maximum runtime of up to 30 minutes, which for the majority of people is more than enough. What you'll find is if you use it on the minimum suction, then 30 minutes is achievable. If you are using it on the higher suction, then you won't get near the half an hour runtime. What you'll find is that it will reduce, and again that can depend on the tools and accessories that you're using as well. Also, weight wise it's very light as well, which is always a key factor when thinking about buying a cordless vacuum as to how heavy it is. So the main body here is around 1.3 kilograms, or just under 3 pounds in weight, so a really good design. Also, when it comes to emptying the bin, then all you do is you just go to the bin and you lower the flap there. That just clips back up. I'd always recommend doing that in a well ventilated area. Ideally do it outside. If you have got an outside bin, then go and do it there. The main reason, sometimes if you go and empty the bin inside and you've got all the dust and everything coming out, then it can go back up at you. So for everyday use, then that's a nice easy design. Just unclip it, empty the bin, and then away you go. For a little bit more intense cleaning, then if you want to get inside, then you've got a switch just on the inside here. So all you do is you press that, and on this side, I'll just try and show you this, you've got a couple of little padlock symbols, and what that's doing is we need to press that button and then rotate this. So once you rotate it so that it's unlocked now, then that will give us the option to take the bin off. I'll just pop this to the side, and once you're inside then you'll see that there are a couple of filters in here. All of these are washable. I do recommend giving them a good wash. On the side of the bin, you probably can't see it, there's a little warning label there, and what that's telling us to do is, for optimum performance, wash the filter every 2 weeks with water, otherwise it may result in poor performance and loss of suction. And also it says to please replace the filter every 3 months, and I'll post a link here if you wanted to get a spare filter. But basically what they're saying is, if you're using it quite a bit, then it is recommended to wash the filters every 2 weeks, and I do agree with that. What you will find is if you do keep the filters clean and keep the whole bin arrangement clean, then it can make a huge difference to the performance of the vacuum. So when it comes to washing the filter, what I'd always recommend is, when you first wash it, to leave it on the side to dry, ideally dry naturally. I don't recommend heating it up to dry them. What you'll also find is, I do recommend really with any filter to leave it for about 24 hours to dry. Some manufacturers will recommend a couple of hours, and I'll be honest, I'm never really sure whether it's completely dry, but at least 24 hours should be okay. What I do recommend is, when you first buy the vacuum, to buy a spare filter, and the main reason for that is that when you've washed this filter and you've got it on the side for 24 hours, then at least by using the spare filter, then you can carry on vacuuming, so you're not without the vacuum. So that's my little tip. And then for the rest of the bin, all you need to do once you open it is just pop it up from underneath, and you can take that out, and again all of this is washable. You don't need to replace these, and just give these normally a quick rinse underwater. With something like this, because you have got metal connections in here, then I'd probably not recommend washing this part. I'd probably just get something like a damp microfiber cloth. They seem to be really good at getting things clean. The other thing to note is that when you do clean this, just make sure that the rubber seal on the bottom is really clean and free of any dust or dirt, because what you can find is if you don't get that clean and there are little bits of residue there, then it might not allow the bin to seal properly, and that can have a big effect on the suction of the vacuum. And then once you've washed it, you've cleaned it, then all you do is you just pop that in there, and then the filter drops back in. So you just need to locate it at the top here. There's a little lug, and you just twist all that, and then it's ready to pop back in. And just an easy process to pop that on there. You just twist it, and then you're ready to go. When it comes to the tools and accessories with the vacuum, then you do get a couple with it. The first one is this brush. I wouldn't say it's a stiff bristle brush, but it's not a very soft brush. I suppose it's really in between. What you'll find, this is a really good kind of brush. I mean, here we've got, you see, got a couple of hobs behind me because we're in our showroom. But these tend to be really good. If you go and say round a hob in the kitchen, then that's normally a good tool to use. The other accessory it comes with is this one. This is the standard crevice tool. This is always a popular one, and to be fair, it comes with a lot of cordless vacuums. And with both of these tools, then they will just fit in the end here. So you'll hear it click. You've got the button on there, so when you finish with the tool, then just press that, and then that comes out. What you will also find is that you have got the main wand. So with this, that just clips in. I'll get it the right way around. That just pops in the top there, so it's got the same arrangement. And what you can do is you can pop the tools in at the end, so that just clips in. It's got the same button at the top, and that just allows you, so if you've got cobblers in the corner, then or if you don't want to bend down, then sometimes people use these main wands just to get down into corners. So this is the main floor head that the Moosoo comes with, and what you'll find with this is that it's a really nice simple design. When it comes to maintaining the vacuum, and I'm quite an advocate of things like cleaning appliances, just making sure they're well maintained. If you've seen any of my other videos, then I do quite a few cleaning videos on cordless vacuums. With quite a few cordless vacuums, what you have to do to take the brush out, you need to get a coin or screwdriver to undo the plate on the bottom, which can be a little bit fiddly, but you've not got any of that with this vacuum. All you've got is you've got a little plate on the side here, and you just pull the switch up, and then that comes out. So just put that on the side, keep that nice and safe, and once you've done that, then the brush can come out. So really, really simple. On the brush itself, you've actually got different stiffness of bristles, and you'll find the little red ones, they're quite stiff, which is really good to get into, say, short pile carpets. And then you've got the softer bristles, which are really good for harder surfaces. So if you've got things like laminate floor or tiles, then this is a really good one to use. When it comes to putting it back together, that just drops back in there, that just clips back in, and then all you do is you just get the little red part, and then that clips back into place. So I'm really pleased these guys have done this, because some manufacturers make it really complicated. The other thing to mention, on the front of the head here, I know it might be quite difficult to see, but you've actually got 4 cheeky little LED lights, and what you'll find is that they can be really useful. So if you, say, vacuuming under a bed, or if your passion is to vacuum in the dark, then this could be the one for you, because you've got the lights on the front. Being a cordless vacuum cleaner, at some point you're going to need to charge it, and this is the way to do it. So first of all, you've got the mains plug already connected to this base. So you have got 2 options. You can either just put the vacuum on the base itself, but I think what most people tend to do is they want to wall mount it. And the main advantage of wall mounting it is that it just gets it out of the way. It means you don't have to worry about finding a surface to put it on. So with this wall bracket, so it is included with it, which is always really good. It's a really simple design. you've just got the 2 holes at the top here, and you do also get a couple of roll plugs with it just to help you put it on the wall. But once it's on the wall, then the vacuum itself will just slot on, so it just clips on like that. So a really solid design. And then when you want to release it, you've got a button at the top here, so just press that and then that will come off. I know it looks a little bit fiddly at the moment, but once it's screwed on the wall securely, then it's a much easier design. And what you'll also find is you have got space on the side there to put a couple of the tools. So again, tool storage isn't an issue because you've got space to put them on the wall bracket. So just to give a quick demonstration of the vacuum. Now I have got porridge oats on the floor here, and I suppose the thing to mention is that this is a very short pile carpet in a showroom. To be honest, it's not that great for vacuuming on because it's really, as I say, it's a short pile, and also it's really wiry. So some cordless vacuums really struggle with this, but we'll see how we get on. So if you're thinking about buying one of these models, then I have provided a link below to show you where to get one at a competitive price. I hope you enjoyed the quick video on the Moosoo K17 Cordless Vacuum Cleaner. Please give us a thumbs up, click subscribe on my YouTube channel, and leave any comments below. I'd always ask for comments, whether it's good or bad, about the video itself, or also if you've got any questions on the vacuum, then just pop it in the comments and I'll get back to you. Also, if you have got one of these, then let me know what you think. I know some people are thinking, well, I've not heard of the brand, so I've not really got that much confidence in buying it. The only thing I'd say is have a look at the link below, because have a look at some of the reviews that people are leaving. You'd be surprised, considering in the UK this brand Moosoo are not that well known, but all I say is don't be put off just because you've not heard of them. Anyway, thanks for watching.